Welcome back to my channel. This is Professor Dawn Wooten, and I'm happy that you're here with us. Today we're going to do a short video on changing from first or second person to third person, which is the appropriate point of view for academic writing. Why we use third person in academic writing. First person writing is what we call informal or conversational writing. The tone is very intimate. Writers use slang. Writers include personal details or observations, and there can be inside jokes that maybe someone reading your paper wouldn't understand. Second person writing is also more informal, but rather than being conversational, it brings the audience into the text with the words you and your. So it becomes a conversation between you and the reader. Third person writing is the most formal in tone. That formality is expected in academic writing as it focuses on the facts of the writing rather than trying to create a personal relationship between the reader and the writer. So here are some examples of first person writing. The most frequent uses of first person can occur when students use the following phrases within sentences. I believe. I think. It is my opinion. We must. It is important that we. It is up to us. In our society. It's important to me. All of these are examples of first person. First person is not just I, me, or my. It includes we, our, and us. Why we shouldn't use first person in academic writing. Academic writing calls for a student to write not only in a formal tone, but with the emphasis on the ideas he or she is trying to communicate, the evidence they have collected, and evidence from recognized experts in the field. First-person writing takes away from the credibility of the paper since the student should not be sharing personal experiences or opinions as evidence. Here are some examples of first-person writing converted to third person. First person, I believe that my evidence proves that illegal immigration is a problem. This is the same sentence in third person. All available evidence suggests that illegal immigration is a problem. First person, we parents need to remember that our kids are our responsibility. Here's the conversion to third person. Parents must remember that their children are their responsibility. First person. My experience proves that domestic violence can be very damaging to our kids. Converted to third person. The stories from survivors of domestic violence prove that kids in these homes will be damaged. So it's a matter of removing those first person pronouns and remembering that we're focusing on the evidence that we get from our sources and not so much our own personal observations. Now, how do we change from second person to third person? Well, here are some examples. Second person. It is important that you realize your part in the phenomenon of social media addiction. Let's convert that to third person. All users of social media must be aware of their part in its addictive nature. Here's another example of second person. You need to be aware that your kids are being constantly exposed to sexualized advertising. Let's convert that to third person. All parents must be aware that their children are being constantly exposed to sexualized advertising. All of these examples help you learn how to take out those personal pronouns in the first person and second person and write better in the third person. This was just a quick one, but I thank you for watching. Hopefully it was very helpful to you. If you have any further questions, please contact your instructor or professor directly, and I hope you have a great day.